Hi, my name is Carol Weigel, and I'm married, and my husband's name is Jim, and Jim and I are new mission directors at Seattle Revival Center, and Caden McCallum is my younger cousin.
Hi, my name is Caden McCallum. I'm 8 years old, I'm in 3rd grade, and I go to Issaquah Valley Elementary School.
One day her and I were spending some time together, and she began to share with me that her and her grandmother had spent some time together, and she had told her grandmother that she wasn't going to spend any of her money. She was going to keep it all so she could be rich. And anyway, I guess Grandma had said to her, well, what would Jesus think about that? And they began having a little chit-chat together.
One day I was with my grandma, and she gave my brother money, and me. And so then, I said, I'm never going to give my money away, so I'm never poor. And then she said that you could take care of a person, sort of. And then I thought that was interesting.
And Caden shared that story with me, and it kind of sparked a little something in my heart. And the next thing you know, Caden and I decided that we would try to raise some funds for the poor. At that time, we didn't know who we would be sharing these funds with, but she started to make a goal chart of $30 we started with.
My Uncle Jim gave me a graph for $30, but then I was raising the money for Cambodian, and so it was the graph was for $30, and then I got over $30, so I went to $50. Then I got over $50, and so I wanted to go to 100, and then I got over 100, so I wanted to go to 200, and then I got over 200, and so I wanted to go to 400, and then I got over 400, and so to this day on, I have $883.
She had all these great ideas on how she was going to raise money for the less fortunate people in the world.
One way we made money for the Cambodians is that we had Easter eggs, and people grabbed one and put money inside of it, and we made over $60 by doing that.
One of the projects that Caden had talked about was raising $250 for a cake. And behind the scenes, we all want our kids to be successful in what they do. And so I kind of did a little shenanigans behind the scenes so that our auction would go off well. And I had said, well, I had someone who was going to bid $30 on a cake. And so when the cake got up to $30, I quickly said sold. And someone spoke up and said, oh, just a minute, please. I would like to give $250 for that cake.
We made over $250 over only one cake.
Well, that showed me how much I had limited God and a little 8-year-old girl. And so that really touched my heart, and so I'm not limiting God anymore.
I wanted to help the Cambodians because some of them didn't have homes, and all of them didn't have parents. And so it seemed interesting to me, and so to this day on, I have been helping the Cambodians.
Well, overall, Caden has raised $883. Her parents work for Microsoft, and they do a matching funds program, so 883 times 2 is what Caden has raised for the Cambodian orphans.
I think it's a good thing for other people to do because it's good. Like, it's good to tell. It's good for poor people, like, to be average. I'm not saying like rich, but not poor. And Yeah.
I really think that Caden will inspire other children, and it inspired me. And as a mission director, I really felt that God wants us to get our children involved with missions, and that's how Caden inspired me. And I think our kids are on fire to do something good for Jesus.
I would really like to see you guys one day and like meet you and become friends with you. And I really hope that you enjoy what you buy with the money, and I just hope you have a great life someday.
One of the most valuable things that I've seen in this process with Caden is that a grandmother planted some seeds in her granddaughter's heart, and with a little bit of watering, those seeds have blossomed into something very beautiful for the glory of the Lord.